So last feature event of the 2013 Manufacturers Cup season set to hit the track next. Orlando Kart Center, Komet Jr. 11 drivers set to go 15 laps. Here's the way they're going to go. On the pole, now residing here in Mooresville, the number 91 Aero chassis, it's Neil Verhagen. Outside of Verhagen, out of Virginia, the number 05, also on an Aero, Gresham Wagner. Inside row number 2 on the 79 Top Kart out of Chicago, it's David Malukas. On the outside, in the number 55 Top Kart out of Minnesota, Alexander Kardashian. Inside row 3 on a Burrell number 12 out of Ashburn, Virginia, it's Matt Solarczyk. On the outside, out of New York, it's the number 06 Haas chassis, your point leader, Austin McCusker. Inside of row 4 out of Ohio, the number 49 Top Kart, Adam Sturgill. And on the outside, out of Minnesota, also on a Top Kart, number 41, Killian Caveni. Row 5 on the inside, the deuce of Zach Holden. He's out of Greenfield, Indiana. And on the outside, the double deuce, Dario Cangliosi. Inside of your final row, out of Syracuse, is the number 11, Devin Wojcik on the Swiss Hutless. No. And Wojcik with a problem getting off the grid, but he is able to get going. And we're going to give him one more time around as Wojcik goes to catch up to the tail end of the field. So this should be a good one here. Verhagen on the pole, Wagner on the outside, couple of arrows in your first row. With Malukas and Kardashian in row number 2, couple of top karts in row 2. Verhagen did a masterful job at Pittsburgh, subbing as a relief driver for Brandon Lemke. Won 3 races on Sunday at the Zero Air Racing Checkered Motorsports Nationals last month. And now he has moved into the junior ranks for the first time. And doing a pretty good job this weekend. He'll start from the pole in this one as he won the pre-final. Driver right behind him, David Malukas, also making his first Man Cup start in the junior ranks. Gonna look for a green flag here. Side by side, and we're going racing for the final time in 2013. Komet Jr. is the class to put a cap on the season and the Racer Sites Nationals this weekend at Mooresville. These 12 to 15-year-old Komet Junior drivers will go to battle, and this will be one of 3 junior classes in the Man Cup next year, with Perilla Junior being added to the program, along with Yamaha and Komet Junior. Your leader is David Malukas as he slid to the inside of Verhagen in turn number 8, and Malukas and Verhagen will ride 1-2 as they come down the front straightaway. Malukas looking to sweep the weekend here in Komet Junior, won yesterday. Verhagen, of course, has other ideas, as does Gresham Wagner, who rides in 3rd. Solarczyk is up to 4th, Sturgill in 5th. Here's Verhagen going to slide to the inside of Malukas in turn 11, and Neil Verhagen will take the lead away from David Malukas, with Wagner still riding right there in 3rd. This is one of the classes where the best average finisher, the best overall finisher this weekend, will win a $50 credit toward entry fees for the Daytona Sprint Championships. Remember, we'll be down in Daytona December 27th through the 30th. WKA Sprint Championships entry form will be available here in the coming week or two, as we'll kick off the 2014 Man Cup Series in the final days of 2013 at Daytona International Speedway. Neil Verhagen, Gresham Wagner, and David Malukas continue to battle up front. Verhagen has taken the lead back away from Malukas, as Wagner has slid into the 2nd spot, putting Malukas back to 3rd. Battle back there for about the 6th spot, with McCusker getting to the inside of Kardashian and taking the 6th position away. They race just behind Matt Solarczyk and Adam Sturgill. Three-cart breakaway out front. Verhagen, Wagner, Malukas. 1, 2, 3. Couple of drivers running their first Man Cup in the junior in Malukas and Verhagen. And then Gresham Wagner, who's been in the junior ranks a couple of years now. Won Yamaha Junior yesterday, did Wagner, having his best weekend of the year in WKA. He takes a look over his shoulder, sees Malukas looking to the inside into turn 1, and the 79 HMD trucking machine of David Malukas will take over the 2nd spot. Back to 3rd goes Wagner. Verhagen trying to put some distance between him and those other 2 carts. And I believe the 44 or 41 of Cavani, the pipe rather, on that KPV, a problem. And Cavani will pull off the track. Still Verhagen, Malukas, Wagner, 1, 2, 3, Solarczyk, is back there in fourth, just ahead of your point leader, Austin McCusker. Your leaders turning laps just under 50 seconds, a 49.9 for both Verhagen and Malukas that last time by. As Malukas has retaken the lead from Verhagen. So David Malukas once again putting that top cart out front. Off of turn number 11, coming down the front stretch. Malukas and Verhagen trying to move away from Wagner. And going to try to settle this one amongst themselves. If they can bump draft here, they might be able to leave Gresham Wagner and make it a two-cart breakaway, as we'll be just past halfway this next time by. Malukas looking for win number 2 on the weekend. Verhagen looking for win number 1. Malukas gets a good run off of turn number 8 and puts a little distance between him and Verhagen. Still Malukas and Verhagen, 1-2. They have moved away from your third place runner, Gresham Wagner. Laps down, 5 left to go. Here's Verhagen to the inside of Malukas and give it to Verhagen as they drag race into turn number 1. New leader, Neil Verhagen, but now Malukas right back to the inside in turn 3, and Malukas will retake the lead from Verhagen. So these two young drivers putting on a good show here in the last main event of the season. David Malukas and Neil Verhagen, Top Cart versus Arrow. Down the short chute, into turns 10 and 11. It's David Malukas out front now by about a half a second. Make it 0.4 of a second over Neil Verhagen. Be 3 laps left now, this time by for David Malukas, the Chicago driver. Sponsored by HMD Trucking out front. Three laps left to go for Malukas. Nearly 0.3 of a second on Neil Verhagen. Verhagen, a native of Connecticut, just recently moved down to Mooresville and looking to pick up a win here in his new hometown. And he's going to have to get past David Malukas, who has led most of the way. Two drivers who have done battle plenty of times in the sportsman divisions in WKA over the last couple of seasons, and now they find themselves running 1-2 ahead in this Komet Junior main event sponsored by Orlando Kart Center. Coming down the front stretch. 2 laps left to go in the Man Cup season. Who's it going to be, Malukas or Verhagen? As they work into turn number 3, Verhagen has caught Malukas once again, and they'll go at it once again into turn number 4. Still Malukas out front. Verhagen riding in second. Gresham Wagner's third. He's not a factor. As they come down the hill into turn number 8, they'll get the white flag this time by. As Malukas gets off of turn 8 very well. Pulls out just a little bit on Neil Verhagen. That could be the difference as we get to our final lap of competition. Into 10. Into 11 one more time. White flag in the air for David Malukas. One more time around for the Chicago driver. Verhagen trying to do something with him here. He's strong on that back straightaway. We'll see if Verhagen can slide that arrow to the inside in turn 4. Won't be able to do it. Malukas protects the bottom. Now Verhagen goes to the outside off of turn 4. It's still Malukas. Couple more opportunities here for Verhagen. Might have to get him into turn 8. As Malukas gets off of 8 very well, he opens up the gap once again. Verhagen not close enough to challenge. Malukas gets a good run off of turn 8 one more time. Verhagen still not close enough. Dives it into turn number 9. Can't do nothing with them there as they come down the short chute. Here's Verhagen with a good run. Going to go to the inside on Malukas in 11. Checkered flag in the air, and Neil Verhagen will get the win. Verhagen slides to the inside, gets a heck of a run on Malukas into turn 11 on the last corner, and made a clean pass on Malukas and picked up the big victory there. And Malukas will have to settle for second in a nice race there by those two young drivers. Looking forward to a lot more of those in the coming seasons in these junior ranks. Verhagen gets the win. Malukas second, McCusker third. Wagner slid back to fourth on the last lap. Kardashian fifth, Solarczyk sixth, Sturgill seventh, Holden eighth, Wojcik ninth, and Cangliosi will round out your top 10.